Very good afternoon, all of you. Very good afternoon to all the online students. Please confirm the voice is audible properly or not. Great. So let's start with the session. What we have discussed in the last class. Strings is what we were discussing, and we have seen few inbuilt methods present inside the string. Yes or no? Very quickly go through your notes once. See what we have discussed in the last class. Which type of programs we have seen in the last session. Don't discuss anything, just go through your notes. I remember I gave some 2 assignments also. Is it done? All of you? Okay, so what we have discussed as of now is what is a string. Anything which will be presented, which will be given in double quotes is called as strings in Java. Next, we came to know that strings are of 2 types. One is immutable string, another one is mutable string. Immutable strings are created using string class. Mutable strings are created using string buffer or string builder. All the classes are inbuilt classes. Whatever the string class you are using, or whenever you are using string class, you are going to create one immutable string, means such strings which cannot be changed, which cannot be modified. If in case you will try to change them, if in case you will try to modify them, then the original string will not be modified. Rather, what will happen? A new string object will be created. And if in case you want to access that new string object, then a new variable you have to create, a new reference variable you have to create, which will be pointing towards that particular thing. That is what we have understood. Moving further, we came to know that there are several ways of creating the string. One happens to be using the new keyword, another one happens to be without using new keyword. Whenever you are using the new keyword, that time the string will be created outside the string pool. Whenever you are not using the new keyword, that time string will be created inside the string pool. String pool is also called as constant. Also, outside the string pool, outside the constant pool, duplicates are allowed. You can create how many string values you can create. But inside the string pool, duplicates are not allowed. Only one memory will be available for same value. Like that, we came to know that whenever there are multiple strings in front of us, we can also compare them. What are the different ways for comparing the strings? There are 4 ways. What are those 4 ways? The first one, equal to operator. The second one, equals method. Third one, equals ignore case method. Fourth one, compare to method. What is the use of double equal to operator? It will be used to compare the addresses or references of the string. What will be the use of equals method? It will be used to compare the values present inside the string. What is the use of equals ignore case? It will compare values of the string ignoring the cases. That time it will not check the case. Capital A, small a, both will be similar according to equals ignore case method. And the fourth one happens to be compare to method. How compare to method works? It will compare the strings in the lexicographical format, means character by character. What it actually do? It will check the Unicode values of characters present in the first string from the Unicode values of the characters present in the second string. That is what we have understood. If in case compare to method is returning you 0, what does it mean? Both strings are equal. If compare to method is returning you positive number, what does it mean? The first string is greater. If it is returning negative number, the first string is lesser or the second string is greater. That is what the meaning of compare to method. Equals method returns what type of value? Boolean type of value, true or false. Strings are equal, true. Strings are not equal, false. Equals ignore case method, Boolean, same, true or false. Compare to method, int, either any positive number or a negative number or 0. Next, we came to know that whenever we are creating the string, there are always few inbuilt methods present with it. What inbuilt methods we have seen? If in case you want to convert a string into the lower case, all the characters into lower case, which method? To lowercase method. If in case you want to convert a string, all the characters in uppercase, which method? To uppercase method. Next, if in case you want to merge one more string, you want to join, you want to concatenate one more string, which method? Concat method. Like this, few methods is what we have seen, and all these methods are present inside which class? String class. Very good. Like this, few more methods are present which we have to understand. So here I will write one program and let us understand this from this program. I will create one class. I will tell this is the class program. Opening of the class program. Inside this, I will create one main method. So public static void main string array symbol of args. This is the opening of the main method. And now inside this, I want to create some string. These strings I don't want to create from the programming perspective, from the programmer side. Rather, I want these string values to be asked from the user. If in case I want to ask anything from the user, first we have to create the object of scanner class. Hence, I will tell scanner scan is equals to new scanner of system dot in. Next, maybe here I will tell system dot out dot println enter first string value. Like this, I will print one message. Whatever user is entering here, that I will store it in a string type of reference. Maybe here I will tell string s1 is equals to scan dot next method. Like this, I will be reading and I will be storing a string inside which variable? S1. Assume that I want to read one more string, system dot out dot println. Enter second string value. And now I will tell here, I will create one variable, maybe string s2, and inside this, I will store the value which I am reading from the user. Next, again, I will print one more message, system.out.println, enter third string value. And then here I will tell string s3 is equals to can dot next method. So now what will happen? Total how many strings we are reading from the user? Total 3 strings we are using from the user. Let us understand it from the memory perspective also. So here I will tell, maybe this is the heap segment. In this manner, this is the heap segment. Inside the heap segment, all the objects will be created. Also inside the heap segment, there is one dedicated place available, which is called as string pool or constant pool. So here I will tell that this place only is called as what? String pool. Now the question here is, whenever I am taking the user input, this time where the string will be created. Think and tell. Am I using here new keyword? All those things you don't have to check. New keyword is there or new keyword is not there. This point you have to check only if you are creating or if only if you are giving the value of the string. Here, am I telling string s1 is equals to in double quotes the value of the string? No. What we are taking here? User input. Whenever we are taking the user input, no matter what, we are using new keyword without or we are not using new keyword does not matter. Every single time the string will be created outside the string pool. Here the string values will be created. And let us say here user is entering first value as let us say Java. What user is entering here? Java. For the first value, whatever the value you are taking, because you are taking it from the user, one object will be created in the heap segment. So like this, one object will be created. The value of the object happens to be Java, and because it is the new object, a new unique address will be provided. Where we are storing the address? In S1. So here one variable will be created S1. Inside this S1, who will come and sit? 4000, and I will tell this is pointing towards the first string object Java. Clear with everyone? Next, after this, again what you are telling? Enter second string value. Again, what you are doing here? You are reading one more string because you are taking the user input. The string will be created outside the string pool. Let us say again user is entering one more string that happens to be Java. Duplicates are allowed. If duplicates are allowed, again Java will be created. Yes. So again one more string will be created that will be Java, because it is a new object. A new address also will be given. Let us say 5000, and here I will tell in a variable s2 this address 5000 will be stored, and this s2 will be pointing towards the second string object. Next, again user is again we are asking enter third string value. Again user will enter some value. Assume that now user is entering one string value, let us say Python. So in this particular manner, one new object will be created with the value Python, and here one address also will be given. Let us say the address happens to be 6000, and that we are storing in which variable? In S3. Here the address will come and sit 6000. It will be pointing towards this particular string object. This much is clear with anyone? Any doubts here? So what is the takeaway point from this program? Whenever we are taking the user input, always the strings will be created outside the string pool. So if in case user is entering multiple string values as same, Java, Java, again Java. Every single time new object will be getting created. Now let us say we have asked all these string values here, but now here think and tell, don't you think that for the same value we are wasting memory? Yes or no? So how this memory will be more efficient? How this memory will be saved? Think. Here, outside the string pool, I created total how many strings? 3 strings. Out of 3 strings, how many strings are having the same value? 2 strings. The first string object S1 and S2. So how I can save the memory here? If in case somehow I will remove the duplicate object here and I will have only one object, don't you think the memory will be saved more? Where this is possible, where duplicates are not allowed? Inside the string pool. Means somehow I have to transfer all these string values from outside the string pool inside the string pool. Means now what I want here is that whatever these string values you are seeing which are outside the string pool, these values should be transferred to whom? Inside the string pool, and this will be done by using one inbuilt method. That inbuilt method name happens to be intern method. What is the name? Intern method. So here, how that intern method you have to use? You have to use it something like this. Here I will tell that for this S1 string, I will mention here S1 dot intern method. If in case I will tell S1 dot intern, what it is going to do? It is going to transfer, it is going to shift this value S1 which is present outside the string pool inside the string pool. Means now I am applying this intern method on this, so it is going to get transferred from outside the string pool inside the string pool. So now here inside the string pool one object will be created. What is the value of the object? Java. Is it a new object or same object? It is a new object. How same object will come? It is Control C, Control V. Copy, paste, not cut and paste. What it is? Copy and paste. So whenever we will copy and paste, we'll have 2 copies or we'll have 1 copy? We'll have 2 different copies. And now I will tell that for this particular string, it is a new string object. Hence, I will tell the new address also will be given it as what? 7000. But I want to use that string. Can I use it now? I want to use this. Can I use it now? Why? Very good. There is no reference variable. So how to create a reference variable? Here I will tell. Maybe string. Here I will mention as a maybe str1 is equals to s1 dot intern. Something like this I will mention. So here what will happen? One reference variable will be created, str1. Inside this, who will come and sit? 7000, and this will be pointing towards whom? This will be pointing towards this particular string object. Like this, again I will tell here s2 dot intern method. And here, whatever the new string object will be created or whatever will happen towards that, one reference variable will be pointing. What is the value for that? str2. So again, I am using the intern method on s2. It means what is the value of s2? Java. So this string object will be shifted in the constant pool. But when it is, in the string pool, but when it is coming inside the constant pool or string pool, what it will check? The same value is present or. So again, Java wants to come inside, but a new string object will be created. It will not be created. Why? Inside this, duplicates are not allowed. So what will happen? Same object only, but a new reference variable will be created that will be str2. And for this, 7,000 will come in. If you remember, we have done this type of program previously also, where in the constant pool, same object was there, but two different reference variables were pointing towards it. But the question here is, here there are two different values, two different objects for the same value, Java, Java. Why here only one? Why? Again, same thing, sir. Outside the string pool, you can have duplicates, but inside the string pool, we can never have the duplicates. Again, I will tell here like this. I will mention string str3 is equals to s3 dot intern method. If in case I will tell this much, next what will happen? The third string object will be shifted to the string pool. So here, because Python is not available so far, so a new string object will be created, Python, with a new address 8000, and here the address you are storing in str3 8000, and this will be pointing towards this Python. Same thing, whatever you have told there, same thing will be happening here also. Now you think and tell, if in case you have done with this, where you are having less memory efficiency, where it is, inside the string pool, outside the string. Why? Because here duplicates are not allowed. Here only two objects you are creating and your work is done. But here how many objects you are having? 3. And then later, if you want to delete these objects, you can delete, because now you are having the new string value. In this, I am just taking 3 inputs. Let us say we are taking 50 inputs from the user, and out of all the 50 inputs, 40 inputs are same. How many inputs are same? 40 inputs are same. So if in case that is the one, total 50 inputs we have taken, 40 inputs are same, 10 inputs are different. How many total strings will be created outside the string pool? 50. For every single input, one new string. But inside the string pool, very good, 11. 10 different and one object which is same. Is that clear? But how many reference variables will be created? That will be 50 only, because we have to create multiple reference variables. This is the use of something called as intern method. So actually what intern method will do? It will transfer or it will shift the string objects which are available outside the string pool to inside the string pool. Sir, any proof is there for this? Yes. How I can prove it to you is something like this. If in case I will tell, if in case str1 double equal to str2, what it will compare? What it will compare? Addresses. If in case I will mention here system.out.println, address are equal, what does it mean? Yes, the conversion has happened, and now both are pointing towards the same string object. And then I will mention else also, else system.out.println, address are not equal. So like this we can prove that yes, really the transferring from non-string pool to string pool is happening. Or so now let us execute the program and check. So first of all, enter the first string. Here who will comment it? Java. Next again Java. Next Python. Here what will happen? The shifting will happen. Now we are checking str1, str2. str1, what is the reference? 7000. str2, what is the reference? 7000. What it will give you? True. If it is giving you true, what it will print? Addresses are equal. Means what? The conversion has happened. Duplicates are removed. Both are pointing towards the same string object. Is that clear with everyone? What are the takeaway points from all this? In this, first thing we are understanding, whenever we are taking the user input, always the string will be created outside the string pool. Second thing, outside the string pool, memory efficiency will not be that much, because for every string, new string values or new string objects will be created. Third point, Inside the string pool, memory efficiency will be more because duplicates are not allowed. Next, from outside string pool, if you want to shift the string inside the string pool, you have to use one method, that is intern method. Now, sir, how to shift the string from string pool outside the string pool? Not possible. Only from outside you can come inside. Is that clear? Copy this, take down intern method. Take down as intern method. Intern method. And then copy this program and the diagram properly in your notebook. Is it done? Completed, everyone? Okay. Like this, few more inbuilt methods are present inside the string. Let us write one more program and understand that also. See here, whatever these strings are there, if you want to remove these strings, what you can do? If you want to delete these, because now it is present here, you want to delete these, what you can do here? You can just mention here as like this. S1 is pointing towards what? S1 is pointing towards what? 4000 address object. Now I will tell S1 you should be pointing towards what? Null. So S1 will be deleted. That Java will be deleted. Next, again I will tell here S2 is equals to null. So second 5000 object Java will be deleted. Again I will tell here S3 is equals to null. What will happen? That 6000 object Python object will be deleted. In this manner, we can delete the objects whatever is required. Next, let us move to the next program. Okay, take down one explanation also for this. Take down. Intern method intern method intern method is used intern method is used to transfer a string. Intern method is used to transfer a string from outside the string pool. Intern method is used to transfer the string from outside the string pool to inside the string pool. Intern method is used to transfer the string from outside the string pool to inside the string pool. Full stop. Continue. It is used in such scenarios. It is used in such scenarios where memory should be utilized efficiently. Where memory should be utilized efficiently. Where memory will be utilized efficiently. Okay. Now see here. Let us see the next one. Here I will create one string. Maybe I will tell string S1 is equals to, and I will give the string value something like this. KodNest tech. Like this, I will create one string. When I am telling this particular value inside the memory, now that heap segment and all you have understood, like this one object will be created. In this particular manner, one string object will be created where the value, the characters are K, O, D, N, E, S, T, then one space, then T, E, C, H. And for this, a unique address also will be there. Assume that 4000. Here you are creating one reference variable S1, and inside this unique address 4000 will come and sit. S1 will be pointing towards this particular string object. Now remember one point, very important. whenever you are creating any string value like this, always internally it will be created in the form of an array. How it will be created? In the form of an array means this is the first character, this is the second character, this is the third character, fourth character, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth is that space, ninth, 10th, 11th, and then 12th. So like this, it will be created inside the memory. Also, the indexing will be done, and indexing will always start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now there are few inbuilt methods which are present inside the string. Assume that I want to know what is the total number of characters present inside the string. Total number of characters present inside the string means what is the size of the string, what is the length of the string. For that, I can use one method, and that method happens to be length method. Have you seen something previously also? What you have seen? There, whatever we have used length, and here what we are using length, both are completely different. What is the difference? This length, it is a method, but in arrays we have not used methods. In arrays we have used the variable. So whenever you are using length with the purpose with the perspective of arrays, always it is as variable. Whenever you are using length with the string, always it is used as a method. In array it is a variable, in string it is a method. Now this will return a integer number to you. What it will return, sir? Here in this case it will return 12. Whatever it is returning, directly I want to print. So here I will tell system.out.println. And how much we'll be getting here? We'll be getting the output as 12 will be the output, because total number of characters are how many? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sir, space is also a character? Yes, space is also. Is it occupying a space? Yes, it is also a character. Next, assume that I want to print the element, the character present at the third index. Present at which index? Third index. So what I can tell here? I will tell like this, S1, and then like this. Yes or no? Like this only we have told in arrays. Yes or no? Yes. In string, if in case you will tell this, then this will not. Because you have to understand, whenever you are speaking from the perspective of arrays, you can go directly to the element level. But whenever you are discussing from the string perspective, you can never go to the character level. And if in case you want to go to the character level directly like this, it is not possible. Indirectly it is possible, but directly, straightforward in this manner, you cannot tell how you used to tell in the array. So if this is not possible, then what to do? You have to use one inbuilt method. So you have to tell here S1 dot, one method you have to use, that method is char at method. And here I will tell which index? 3. So here I will tell 3. What this will give you? This will give you character present at third index. At third index, which character is present? Capital N is present. N will be given. Like this, assume that I want to print the index of this letter D, this character D, I want to print the index. If in case you want to print the index of any particular character, then you can tell here S1 dot index of method. And whose index you want to print? That character, you have to mention it inside the single quote. Which character? D. So for D, what is the index? 2. So here what will be printed? 2 will be printed. Like this, assume that I want to tell like system.out.println I want to check that inside this S1 string, one more string is present or not. For example, I want to tell S1 dot contains, one method is there, contains method, where I will check it contains nest or not. In S1, one small string nest is present, nest, nest, here it is present. So if in case it is present, what it will give you? Very good. It will give you Boolean type of value that happens to be. In the same manner, let us say I will mention here system.out.println s1 dot contains, and maybe here I will mention here something like this. Assume that I will mention here as Java. Now, is Java present inside our string? What it will give you? Now it will give you false. So what contains method will do? Contains method will check whether this string, the small string, is present in the original string or not. If it is present, it will return true. If it is not present, it will return false. Like that. One more method. System.out.println s1 dot substring method. And maybe here I will tell 3. What I'm telling here? 3. Means whenever I will tell substring, by the name only you will be getting. What it will return to you? It will return a substring. What is a substring? What is a substring? It is a smaller string present in the original string. And there, that also I am telling that from where I want that smaller string, I want that smaller string from the index 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. From this particular character, I want the substring. So what will be the output here? It will give N, E, S, T space, then T, E, C, H. So from that index until last index, whatever the characters are present, it will be giving you in the format of a string. Is that clear? Next, how you are using or how you are having one method here, substring, like that. I will use the substring in this manner. I will tell here substring 3, 7. What I'm telling here? 3, 7. Now, what is the meaning of this? See, whenever I will tell only one number, that means start from here until the last index. But when I will tell 2 elements, means starting position until the ending position -1. So what is the meaning of -1? 3 means count the 3. What is the third index element? N. Next 4, E. Next 5, S. Next 6, T. Now 7. What is 7? Space. Don't include 7. 7 minus 1 means this element is included, N, but this element is excluded. That is not required. So initial index, comma, last index -1. But the question here is, can we have 2 same type of methods, similar names? Is it possible in Java? Possible. You can have 2 different methods having the same name. What it is called as? Very good. It is called as method overloading. So see how they are using method overloading here. Method overloading is the process of having multiple methods having the same name, provided number of parameters are different. Here it is 1 parameter. Here there are 2 parameters. So internally what they will be using? Internally they would have used method overloading. Is that clear with everyone? Let us quickly revise. What length method will be used for? To tell total number of characters present inside the string, total number of elements present inside the string. Is this possible? What is this? Directly accessing the character present at the index. Never it is possible. Never you can go directly to the character level. Indirectly you can go using which method? Caret method. So what caret method will do? It will return the character present at the specified index. What index of method will do? It will return index of the specified character. Here you are getting character of the index. Here you are getting index of the character. What contains method will do? It will check whether a substring is present in the original string or not. If it is present, it will return true. If it is not present, it will return false. Okay. Like this, what substring method will do? It will return a substring from that particular index until the last index. If in case you are giving two parameters, starting position, ending position, -1. Clear? These are few more inbuilt methods which you will be using here or there whenever you are doing the programming of the string. Please make a note of this. Take down as a note and copy it. Okay. Take it like this also. Assume that here we are using index of method and here I am telling one character as D. What if there are multiple D present here? Always it will give you the first index of that particular character. So please make a note of this. Then copied everyone. Next, take down the heading as next subtopic as mutable strings. Mutable strings. Mutable strings. Then there, take one definition. Mutable strings are such strings. Mutable strings are such strings which can be changed or modified. Mutable strings are such strings which can be changed or modified after creation. After creation. These strings are created by using inbuilt classes. These strings are created by using inbuilt classes, string buffer and string builder. These strings are created by using inbuilt classes, string buffer and string builder. Take down one more point. If these strings are modified, if these strings are modified, then a new string object, will not be created. If these strings are modified, then a new string object will not be created. Rather, the original string object only will be modified. Rather, the original string object will be modified. Rather, the original string object will be modified. Now, see here, maybe like this, I will create one string object using the class that is string buffer class. So here I will tell string buffer SB is equals to new string buffer like this. So if in case you will see now, I am able to use this string buffer without importing it, yes or no? Means in which package it is present? It is present in the java.lang package. Take this point also in your notebook. Both string buffer and string builder class, both string buffer and string builder class is present in java.lang package, LANG, in java.lang package. Also you can see here, if in case I will take my cursor on the class name, it will tell it is present in java.lang.string buffer. So from there it is coming. This particular class is getting imported. Okay, why we are not telling import java.lang? Because it is a default package, it will be imported automatically in every single Java program whenever we are writing. So now here what I will do, I will create one string, something like this. I will mention here string buffer SB is equals to new string buffer, and here I will mention, let us say Java. So if in case I will print it system.out.println, here I will be printing what? SB. What will be the output? The output is Java. Let us execute it. So if in case I'll execute it, you can see what is the output now? Java. Next, here I will tell SB dot. If in case I want to join the string, concatenate the string, what I have to use? Concat method. Same thing here also I'll try to use SB dot concat method. Are you getting one error? Let us read the error. Whenever you will get the error, always I have told you have to take the cursor on the error and read it. So I'll take the cursor on the error and read it. What it is telling? The method concat is undefined. What does it mean? This concat method is not present inside string buffer class. Concat method is present in string class. But now am I using string class? Means whenever you have to concatenate one new value of a string in the mutable string, you can never use concat method. Rather, there is one more method which you have to understand now, that happens to be append method. Now I will save it, and here I will tell you want to append. You want to append what? Assume that I will tell here I want, here I will give one space, Java space, and then here I will mention maybe I want to append Python. Next, I will tell here system.out.println. Again, I will mention here what? SP. If in case I will execute this, what you are getting here? Java 5. But if you remember, same type of program, if we will write using immutable string, will not be getting the new value. For example, here, if in case I will tell string s1 is equals to, here I will tell Java. Next, I will mention here system.out.println s1. Next, I will tell here s1 dot concat method, and I want to concat here. Here I will tell Java space, and then here I will tell Python. After this, again, I will mention system.out.println s1. So here what will be the output? Java. Here what will be the output? Again, here the output will be Java. Why? Because for this, whenever we are doing this, a new string object is getting created. For that new string object, we are not pointing any reference variable. So here also the value of s1 will be Java. Here also the value of s1 will be Java. But in this case, here it will be Java. Here I am not storing it in a new variable. Automatically the value will be changed. Here the value will become Java 5. If in case I'll execute this program, see Java, Java Python, Java, and again Java. Just make a note of this. In front of every SOP statement, you have to write the output. So Java will go and sit in the front of fifth statement. Seventh statement will be Java Python, like that. All of you have completed now? Okay. Now, how we are creating one string using string buffer here. In the same manner, I can also create the string using string builder class. Well, how to do that? Something like this. Again, let us understand this program. So what we are doing in this line, let us see it line by line. What we are doing in this first line, we are creating one mutable string. Next, what we are doing? Printing the mutable string. Next, what we are doing? We are concatenating a new value inside the mutable string, that is Python. Next line, what we are doing? We are printing the new value, the whatever the modified value is there, that is what we are printing. So in the fifth statement, the output will be Java. After concatenation, after appending, the string value will become Java with the new value, that is Python. This here, what we are doing? Creating one immutable string, printing it, try to modify the immutable string, but it is not possible because it is immutable. And next, what we are doing? Printing the same value, printing the original same value. Now let us write one program of string builder. So here I will tell string builder class SB is equals to new string builder, and here inside this, assume that I will mention maybe Apple, and here I will tell system.out.println SB. Next, if in case I want to join some string, a new value, so I have to use which method? Append method, and maybe I want to append here one value as here I'll give one space. Maybe here I will tell it as mango. Next, again I will tell system.out.println. Again I will mention here as. What will be the output in this case? Same thing. First apple, and with this mango will be concatenated. It will be appended, and if in case I'll execute it, I'll be getting the output as apple, and then again apple mango. So here also, are you seeing any difference between string buffer and string builder? Any difference you are seeing? No, because as of now, both are working in the exact same manner. Take down this also. Okay, do one thing, whatever the previous program you have taken, before that previous program, take one statement test. Before the previous program, take one statement, creating mutable string using string buffer class. Before previous program, take one statement, creating mutable string using string buffer class. Creating the mutable string using string buffer class. And now, before taking this particular program, take down as creating mutable string using string builder class. Creating the mutable string using string builder class. Using string builder class. And after that, just copy this program and the output also. Done? Copied, everyone? Okay. Let us see one more thing here. When you are creating the mutable string of anything, let us say I will tell here that I want to create one mutable string. Maybe I will mention here something like this. Here I will create one mutable string like this. Maybe this is a del, and then I am printing the mutable string. If in case I will print the mutable string here, if in case I'll execute, what is the output here? Del is the output. Along with this, assume that I also want to print the capacity of the mutable string. What I want to print? The capacity. So here I will tell system.out.println, and here I will tell sb dot. If in case you will see, is there any method by the name of size method? No. If in case I will tell here length, is there any method of length? Yes. If in case I will tell here sb dot length, and I will save the program and I will execute it, what it is giving you? 5. Why it is giving you 5? Because one space is assume that I'll just leave it off. So DELL. If in case I'll execute now, what you are getting? 4. Now again I will tell here sb dot append method, and I want to append here one more. Let us say Lenovo without any space and all. After this, again I want to print the string value, and after this I want to print the capacity, the size of the string. If in case I will execute it, now you see how much it is? 10. So in the same manner, how you can print the length, the total number of characters present inside the immutable string, in the same manner you can print also inside the mutable string. So length method is same in the string class as well as inside the string buffer or string builder class. I can use it string builder also, I can use it string buffer also. That also I will show you. Here, if in case I will change to string buffer, here also I will tell string buffer. If in case I will save and execute, see there is no difference. As it is getting. Is that clear? So which method you will be using to calculate the total number of characters inside the mutable string? Length method. In the immutable string, length method. Both are same. Take down. Take down. Length method. Length method. And after this, just copy this small program in your notebook with the out, along with the out. Done, copied everyone? Can I proceed now? Okay. So few programs we have seen, we have created few strings, few we have created using string buffer, few we have created using string builder. Is there any difference between them? Is there any difference? No difference. So if there is no difference, then why two strings are? Why two different approaches are there to create mutable? No, in string buffer and string builder. Is there any difference we have seen in string buffer and string builder? No. But in interview, they will ask, what is the difference between string buffer and string builder? That time, if in case you will tell, no, sir, there is no difference, they will send you out. Then what to do? Nothing to do. Write the differences in your notebook. Take down differences between string buffer and string builder class. Differences between string buffer and string builder class. After this, make two columns. In the first column, string buffer. In the first column, string buffer. In the second column, string builder. Make two columns. In the first column, string buffer. In the second column, string builder. After this, take down first point under string buffer. It is synchronized. It is synchronized. It is synchronized. Under string builder, take down. It is not synchronized. It is not synchronized. Second point under string buffer, take down. It is thread safe. Here it is on board. It is thread safe. Under string builder, take down. It is not thread safe. It is not thread safe. Third point under string buffer, point number 3 under string buffer, it is not suitable. It is not suitable for multi-threading. It is not suitable for multi-threading. 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 It is not suitable for multi-threading. Under string builder, take down. It is suitable for multi-threading. It is suitable for multi-threading. Under string buffer, take down. It is slower. It is slower. Full stop. Under string builder, take down. It is faster. It is slower in execution. It is faster in execution. Put that also in execution. It is slower in execution. String buffer is slower in execution. String builder is faster in execution. Under string buffer, last point, it is less efficient. It is less efficient. Under string builder, take down as it is more efficient. It is more efficient. It is more efficient. Okay. After this, take down one question in your notebook. Okay. Before that, whatever these differences are there, is it clear with everyone? All the differences? Clear? Because you asked, I told you the difference. You're thinking, right, sir, why two are there, sir? Because of these differences, only two are there. Is it clear with everyone? In interview, they'll ask you Control C from notebook, Control V in front of interviewer. What is the true meaning behind that? That's this particular part we'll understand when I will take up the concept of multi-threading. That time you will understand what is the meaning of synchronized, what is the meaning of thread safe, what is multi-threading, why one is efficient, why one is not efficient, why one is faster, why one is slower. In the multi-threading, I will be discussing that. So that time again we will revise these differences. Again we will understand it. But before that, if you are going for any interview, they'll ask you, you can mention the same differences in front of them. Now take down one question in your notebook. What is the default initial capacity? What is the default initial capacity? What is the default initial capacity of string buffer and string mute and string builder? What is the default initial capacity of string buffer and string builder? Of string buffer and string builder. Now let us understand this. See, I will create one string here. I will tell string buffer class I will use. String buffer SB is equals to new string. Okay, string builder. Anything you can create. String buffer or string builder. Let us say string builder SB is equals to new string builder. And here I will not give any value. I am not mentioning any value here while creating it. See, whenever we are creating any string buffer object or any string builder object, by default, some fixed locations will be given to us in which we can put our data. So if in case you want to check that, sir, when I am not giving any value to it, then how much capacity it will be giving it? For that, you can use one method here, that is system.out.println, and I will tell sb.capacity method. So what this capacity method will give you? Capacity method will give you the capacity of the string. Understand, there are two different things. One happens to be length, another one happens to be capacity. If in case I will tell, if in case I will save this much and I will execute it, see how much we are getting? 16. Means as of now, have we inserted any value inside the object? No. But initial, how much capacity we are getting? 16. Here you have to tell me one more thing. If in case I will tell system.out.println sb.length method, how much length I will be getting? Let us execute and check. If in case I'll execute, what is the length? 0. Understand, there are two different things in the perspective of mutable string. In mutable string, capacity is different, length is different. What is the example for it? The example is something like this. Assume that in your mobile, the storage capacity is 128 GB. How much it is? 128 GB. But you have only occupied, let us say, 20 GB. How much you are occupying? 20 GB. So what is the capacity of your mobile? 128 GB. But how much is the length? 20. In the same manner, what is the capacity? 16. You can put 16 characters. But as of now, how many I have put? So only the length is how much? So capacity means how much data I can store. Length means actually how much data is present inside the string. So capacity will tell you how many locations are present. Length will tell you actually how many characters are present. Let us try to insert some data and check, is it getting changed or not? Here maybe I will tell sb dot append method, and I will mention here Java with space. I'm okay, leave space. Unnecessary confusion without space. After entering this Java, again I will print its capacity and its length. You think and tell what will be the answer now. Properly think and tell. What will be the new capacity? 16. What will be the new length? Very good. If in case I will execute it now, see, still the capacity is how much? 16, and still, but the length has got changed. Now what is the length? 4. Whenever you will get a new mobile phone, initially what will be the capacity? 128 GB. You have not stored anything, 0. Next, you inserted some data. Again, what is the capacity? 128 GB. Same only, but the data you have inserted, the length has got changed. Let us insert some more data. I will tell here sb dot append method. Here I want to append a few more values. Is awesome. Like this I want to mention. Now you have to tell me what will be the new capacity, what will be the new length. Read, count the number of characters. Very, very simple. Here, what is the initial capacity? 16. How many characters we can store? 16 characters we can store. Okay. So first we are storing Java. Java. How many? 4. Next, one space. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many we are storing? 15. Is it coming inside 16? Yes. What will be the length? Length. 15 will be the length. Capacity. Let us check how many we are good in maths or not. If in case I'll execute, capacity is still 16, length has become 15. Okay. Here maybe I will tell sb dot append method. Maybe I will mention here I am going to, okay, let us make it small. I love Java. Here I will tell like this, and after this I will mention again same thing. I will copy this and I will again paste it. Now the trick will start. Now what will be the capacity? First of all, can we insert this or not? Can we insert this? So if we cannot insert, means you are telling, sir, limitation is there. We can only create a mutable string of 16 characters. In South India, the names are like this, where 16 characters, only first name. After that, middle name, last name. Means one person cannot keep their name also. Is it like that? No. So that is for sure that we can insert. But what will be happening with the capacity? What will be happening with the length? Now understand this one thing. Whenever the old capacity, because now what is the old capacity? 16. Whenever the old capacity is completely exhausted, we have completely filled the old capacity, then a new capacity will be formed. What will be formed? A new capacity will be given to you. And for finding that new capacity, the formula happens to be old capacity multiplied by 2, addition by 2. So old capacity into 2 plus 2. What is the old capacity? 16. 16 into 2, 32 plus 2, 34. So what will be the new capacity? 34 will be the new capacity. So that initially you can insert 16 characters. Once you have inserted 16 characters, then the total capacity will become 34. If in case 34 is done, again 34 into 2 plus 2, 34 into 2, 68 plus 2, 70. So total how many? 70. If 70 is also filled, 70 into 2 plus 2. 72 is a 140 plus 2, 142. And like this, it will be keep on going. So initially the capacity will be 16. Later the capacity will be keep on getting changed on basis of which formula? Old capacity multiplied by 2 and plus 2. Let us check now. What will be the length, by the way? So 15 was the previous length. Now one space means 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So new length will be 27. New capacity will be 34. So the answer will be 34, 27. If in case we'll execute it, see 34 and 27. Let us say this 34 also will get, this 34 locations will also get exhausted. Then it will be 7. Let us try to exhaust and check really will it happen or not. I will tell here sb dot append. Maybe here I will mention I am going to become wonderful Java developer. If in case I will save this, I'll put a semicolon. Next, I will paste it. Now, if in case I'll execute, now you can see it is 73 and 70. So you can see here it is 74 and again 74. Previously, why it was 73, I don't know. But 34, if in case it is getting exhausted, again the same thing. 34 into 2 plus 2. So in this case, what you are seeing, because I think the string value is coming like this, that it is coming in this particular manner. But whenever the old capacity is getting filled, always the new capacity will be old capacity into 2 plus 2. So now the question is, what is the default initial capacity? 16 bytes, 16 bits, not characters, 16 locations. What you have to tell? 16 locations is what you have to mention. It is not a byte. Whenever we will say byte, we will be speaking the bytes from the perspective of primitive data types. Byte, short, int, float. Here, we will be always be speaking from the format of location. 16 location. Make a note of this. Question have I given? What is the question? What is the default initial capacity? Take down the initial default capacity. The initial default capacity. The initial default capacity is 16 locations. The initial default capacity is 16 locations. If the capacity is exhausted, if the capacity is exhausted, then the new capacity will be calculated. If the capacity is exhausted, then the new capacity will be calculated using a formula. That is old capacity into 2 plus 2. Old capacity multiplied by 2 plus 2. Old capacity multiplied by 2 plus 2. Okay. Again, here, as of now, we are creating which class? String builder. If in case I will tell string buffer, any change? No change. Exactly, it will be same. Only the differences are whatever I have told you in the notebook, which we'll be learning in the multi-threading classes. So as of now, just make a note of this and the output also. Done, copied everyone? Okay. After this, take down one assignment also for you. Take down. Write a Java program. Write a Java program. Write a Java program to check whether a string. Write a Java program to check whether a string is palindrome or not. PALINDROME. 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 Write a Java program to check whether a string is palindrome or not. Take down one explanation for that. Palindromes are such strings. Palindromes are such strings palindromes are such strings which are same even after reversing them. Palindromes are such strings which are same even after reversing them. Example, madam, MADAM, comma, IEYE, comma, Malayalam, MALYALAM. So these three are a few examples of palindromes where if in case you are having one original string and if in case you will reverse the string, after reversing also it will be same. So what you have to do here? What you have to do here? You have to reverse. You have to check whether the values are same or not. If in case values are same, it is a palindrome. If it is not same, it is not a palindrome. So previously I gave you an assignment where you have reversed a string. Today it is one advanced version of this. Step number 2 you have to do. You have to compare the original string along with the. Fine. So I will halt my technical discussion here. You can mark your attendance.